Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to use Sceptre. Sceptre is a tool to drive CloudFormation, so it only works with CloudFormation. And since CloudFormation is an exclusive service from AWS, it only works with AWS. It doesn't work with other cloud platform. It doesn't work with Terraform, just CloudFormation from AWS. So let's get started. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Sceptre project from scratch. And to do that, since Sceptre is a Python tool, we're going to install it using Python. But as best practice recommends, we're going to set it up in a virtual environment for Python. So we do that by running the command virtual env, then specifying the directory where the virtual environment will be created, and then optionally we specify which Python version we want to use for this environment. In this example, I'm going to use Python 3.10, and that's the command. -p means the path to the Python that we're going to use. Run it, and then there should be a directory called .venv, like that. And I'm going to activate that virtual environment by running the command source.venv/bin/activate. Then we will check if the Python that we use is the one from virtual environment. Yeah, that's correct. We check the Python version. It's 3.10. That's good. And we check if we have Sceptre. No, we don't have Sceptre. So we're going to install Sceptre by running the command pip install Sceptre. Okay, Sceptre is installed. Now we check the path to the Sceptre installation. Check if we have Sceptre. Okay, that's good. Sceptre is installed. Now we check Sceptre version. Okay, we have version 4.5.2. Let's double check with the website. The GitHub should have that 4.5.2 as the latest in the tag. Yes, as you can see, the latest tag is 4.5.2. Okay, now let's go back to the Visual Studio Code. As per Sceptre requirements, we need to have two directories in our project, but before we create those two directories called config and templates, I'm going to create a Sceptre directory so we can focus on the Sceptre related code under this directory. And sometimes in the project we need to add other code that's not related with Sceptre. So I just created Sceptre directory, and then I'm going to create another directory called config, and this config is under Sceptre, and another folder called templates also under Sceptre. And then under config directory I need to have a file called config YAML. It is a YAML file, so it should start with triple dashes, and then in this config YAML I need to define a variable called project code and region, which defines the AWS region where the resources will be deployed to. Now the project code can be anything, but it should be unique to your project. And what I usually like to have is I'm going to use the same project name, but all the symbols are removed. So since my project is called Sceptre-tutorial, I'll put the project code as Sceptre tutorial without a dash. And the region that I'm going to use is US West 2. So I set region to point to US West 2. And then to deploy a CloudFormation template, we need to actually have the template. So the template can be sitting in an S3 bucket, can be sitting in a website, or you can place the template on the templates directory. So in this case, I'm going to create a template called ssm-parameter.yaml, which should revert to the SSM parameter specification based on this documentation from AWS. So it should have all these properties in the resource. And I have prepared a template for this. So that's the content of the template. It's just a static parameter, SSM parameter. Resource label is parameter1. The name of the parameter will be /demo/parameter1, and the value will be hello world. Sorry. That's the content of the template. Now we go back to the browser and double check if there is any CloudFormation template deployed. And this is the AWS account that I'm going to use for deployment, and it will be deployed to US West 2. US West 2 is Oregon. So at the moment, let me refresh that. There is no CloudFormation stack deployed to this account region. And then if I go to system parameter store, systems manager, and parameter store, there is no parameter defined in this account region. Okay, so I'm going to deploy this code, but before we deploy this template, we need to define the configuration for it. So I'm going to create another file, this time under config. I'm going to name the file as SSM parameter YAML. This one is without dash. And as per Sceptre requirements, the minimum definition of this config is the definition to point to the template location. So the template is this file. So I'm going to put the path to that file from that template relative to that templates directory. Since that SSM-parameter YAML sits directly on the templates directory, so I don't need to put anything before that. So this should be enough. And then let me double check the authentication by running AWS SDS get caller identity. Yeah, so I'm ready to deploy that config. Now I'm going to deploy that CloudFormation stack from that config using the command Sceptre create, and then grab the file name, paste. Sorry, I need to change to Sceptre first because the requirement is to run the Sceptre command from the Sceptre project. So let's rerun that. Yeah, this time it's happy. It is able to find that SSM parameter YAML. Say yes to that prompt, and it is creating the CloudFormation stack. So let's switch back to the AWS console for CloudFormation. Refresh that. That stack is now created. And if we go to SSM parameter store, that parameter is now created. Now pay attention to that stack name. I didn't define this explicitly, but Sceptre automatically generated that stack name by using the combination of the project code and the path to the file name of the config. So it was a combination of project code, which is Sceptre tutorial dash SSM parameter. So that's Sceptre tutorial dash SSM parameter. In this case, since we didn't define any parameter in the template, yeah, so there is no parameter defined in here. But you can see that template, the content of that template is exactly the same as the one that we defined in this template. Yeah, and the value, the key, and the value are exactly the same as the one that was deployed to AWS. So that's the key, the name of the parameter, and the value is hello world. So it's as simple as that. And then once we are done with the resource, we can delete the stack, which should also delete the resource by running the command sceptre delete, then the config file again, parameter yellow. Say y to the prompt. It is now deleting the stack. And then if we go back to AWS console, this one should be gone. Yeah, that parameter is deleted. This one, yeah, the status is now delete complete. So if you refresh the stacks, there are no stacks available. And that's it for the first tutorial. Thank you for watching.